Hey riders, Inside Cycling World here. You got Colin, your commentator, the guy who does all things inside cycling. Anyway, folks, what I want to do here today is let's go over a quick review slash overview of MyWhoosh in November 2024. It's currently November 16th today. Already been up. No, I'm not still in my same cycling jersey. I'm currently in a long sleeve jersey. I'm downstairs in the 10 by 10 cube of motivation and perspiration. A little bit cooler down here, so just got the long sleeve on today. Yeah, been riding this morning. Wanted to jump in and take a look at this. I've been spending a lot more time on MyWhoosh, doing my own free rides. Haven't raced yet. However, I have done some race commentary. Check that out on the channel as well. Inside Cycling World. Have a look, folks. Okay, so what we're going to do is just jump right into it here. You're brand new. You got yourself a new trainer at home. You got yourself a bike. You're all about this inside cycling stuff. But what do? Which platform should you use? Well, guess what? Here's your first free alternative. There's paid platforms. MyWhoosh, absolutely 100% free. There's no monthly fee right now. What we're looking at here, let's just make sure that my big skull isn't in the way. Yeah, not too bad. So what I'll do is I'll just show you. You're just seeing your avatar over there on the side. I'll just put myself back now. This is kind of your launch screen, home screen here. As you can see, I've been messing around a little bit on it. I'm currently level 5. You can see my name, Colin Emerson, Inside Cycling World. I'm based in Canada, Alberta, Canada. Across the top, you just got your basic stuff. These are like your in-game currencies used to acquire things in the garage. And I think some seasonal pass stuff as well, which we'll talk about later on in the video. Got devices connected. The first thing I got to say is, obviously my heart rate's not detected right now because I'm not wearing it. Cadence, I think you should just click on that and just pair it right away. Boom. Should be that easy. There you go. First day I hooked up to this, zero problems hooking up. Everything was just seen immediately right away. There's not this fumbling around, trying to search for things, trying to pair them. Really smart. It knows how to find it. So you can see I got my Tax Neo 2T. I got the Cadence controllable on. Cadence is, heart rate's off right now. Here's the heart rate monitor over on the side. So that's why it's not running right now. So let's just jump into ride mode here to get back to the menu. So this is the first thing you're going to see when you log in. So after you take care of your profile, well, let's look at your profile quickly. Here's your profile. This is where you pump all your data in, your weight, your height, your FTP as best as you know it, country that you're from. You can edit all that stuff here. Edit profile. This is where you're going to edit your country's flag. So I just did that for the first time this morning. It's really simple to do. So just take care of that there. What we're going to do is come back. So you're brand new. What do? Probably the first thing you'd want to look at if you're brand new, or even if you're an experienced user of these platforms, is probably free ride. So what we're going to do is go down here into free ride. You can see here there's currently 2,898 people in the world on free rides. Now, how it's done on here, there was a set amount of courses that were offered when MyWhoosh first came out, and they've expanded upon it. And I just noticed today, I haven't been on MyWhoosh since Friday, and I really wasn't looking. I did a race commentary for the OTR virtual series, the veteran series. Awesome racing, folks. Jump into it. You can see here we got a bunch of worlds. You'll see a difference right away. Grayed out, grayed out, grayed out. These are grayed out, not available today. They tell you when they're available, these worlds. What you do have, though, is MyWhoosh World, California, the UCI routes, which I just noticed today, MyWhoosh, thank you very much. The Endurance Climb, Belgium, Arabia, and there's a ton of routes in each one. But I think what I'm going to do today, just because I think this just got released this week, and I don't think they've even said anything about it. Just going to check my mic volumes, folks. Everything looks really good here. I'm actually on camera for once in my life. Hey, over my shoulder too. Team GRC. Right there. That's my team name. You may see us around. Let's get back into this here. So I wasn't looking this week. You know the UCI Esports World Championships went off. I believe it was October 26th. Yeah. Really exciting. I did watch every second of it. Loved it. And on the podcast, they mentioned Matt Smithson, Cy Bradley mentioned that the routes would be being released at some point. Well, I'm seeing them now. Let's jump in here. You can see right here, UCI. This looks like the Velodrome course. One of the there was two other stages where there was a climbing route. Right there. This one. Look at stage 2. During the UCI, they had points to the bottom of the climb, points at the top of the climb, and points at the finish. So you could go on a tear and try to get points at the beginning and get caught on the climb, but you've already got good points on the bottom. Try to survive to the top. So really cool to watch that. Really good racing. These are awesome design courses, and we've got them available now, and I don't think anyone said a peep about it. Not that I know of. But I want to take a look at stage 1. So again, let's look at Arabia. Here's all the courses that you can do. There's 17 different courses, and you can see basics. So let's just take a look at El Quadra. 12.3 kilometer circuit. You can see the map of it here. All these worlds are interconnected too. So you could turn off. 24 meters of elevation, so this is flat. There's 136 people on course right now. This one down below's got 79 people. But since we're here and we have access to the UCI routes, let's click on them. Now we're going to jump in, just give it a little bit of time to load. I am running this on a kind of a mid-level gaming PC, but it is resource intensive. Remember, there is different versions of MyWhoosh. There's a MyWhoosh HD, and there's actually a scaled down version for lower end PCs. You can run it on Mac OS, you can run it on iPads, you can run it on your iPhones and Androids as well. So obviously they're all going to look a little bit different operating systems. Let's jump into the ride. So give it a second to load. So this is actually stage 1. I'm gonna have a drink here, folks. From the UCI, the 2024 UCI Esports World Championship Series. So here I am en route on the course. Now, I'm not hooked up to my bike. I don't have my gear on. I don't have my cycling shoes on. What we can do though is just click on another rider and follow along with them. So you can see here, really nice graphics. Now there will be there will be bots in the world. It's not all live people, but I found what I was watching earlier today is that some of the the bots on here, and what I've noticed, a lot of them only have one name. So it'll just be like Becky or Bill or something like that. Maybe they're trying to show us, okay, yeah, these are bots now, because we all ask that question, how do I know who's real? I'm just going to hang out here and chill out for a little bit because I want to show you what it looks like inside the Velodrome. It looks spectacular. Take a look at the graphics in the background. Oh, check this out too, folks. We can do this. We can adjust the camera on the fly. You can do this yourself. You can do this with your ride. You can watch other people. So we're going in. Are we going to the Velodrome? Oh, we bounced away. What I want to do is return. So we're going to hit return here. Back to me. I want to see the route going into the Velodrome. So let's watch this rider going by. Maybe not fast enough. Okay, so is that it there? Yeah, this is where we come into the Velodrome now. So I'm just going to stick here. I want to show off the graphics to you and see how nice it looks inside. I think this is it here. We're going to come around the corner. Now, if you did watch the UCI series, yeah, the Velodrome's ahead down the road. If you haven't seen it, get on YouTube, go to the MyWhoosh page channel and watch those videos. Really cool racing. It's really interesting getting to know all the participants at the highest level. I've seen some of them. I've interacted with some of them now. So I believe this is where we're going. Remember, I've only seen this on a video and I'm seeing this as it's going down right now. Never actually been on this course. So we're riding here with Lena Anman. I think this is a real cyclist at this point. But what I want you to notice right away is take a look at the wood floor here. Look at the reflections on the wood floor. This is, a wooden floor, highly polished, waxed floor. You can actually see the UCI logo and those big screens reflecting in the floor. You can see the banners over top reflecting into the floor as well. Really good stuff here. It looks really good, folks. Let's see what happens if we change the camera angle. Oh, actually, I think I want that camera number 2. This will be like a POV. No, camera 3. So yeah, this is what you'd be seeing from, take a look at the reflections there. That looks really good. Really, really good. This is where the sprint actually took off for the UCI, Esports World Championships. I believe it was right here, and they were just hammering from this point on. So that's what the graphics kind of look like. Very impressive. I'll just jump out of this, end my ride. Obviously, I don't want to upload it. Just discard the data. So that's your free ride area. Secondly, let's take a look at probably the next place that I think I would look at, events. This is a list of all the upcoming events. You know, give you some basic parameters. You know, the distance, lap count, meters climbed. You know, when it starts, time remaining. So you can just jump in here. Here's the Benjamin ride. This must be someone named Benjamin who's leading this ride. You would click participate, and that would get added to your calendar. I'll show you that in a bit too. Let's MyWhoosh Crit Race International. It starts in 3 hours and 20 minutes. I'm just going to do this here so you can see how this works. Yeah, Crit Race looks like it's 5 laps. Total distance would be 15 kilometers, so it's 3 kilometers per lap. All out racing, a little bit of climbing. We're just going to hit participate for now. Let's just leave that. You can see in the top corner I've joined. Go back to home. Take a look at your calendar here now. Wow. It does take a few seconds to refresh, but it refreshed on the fly there during the video. It's kind of like as you go in and come out. Desperately need a drink here. Remember, I did a ride this morning. I'm still trying to get rehydrated, but so my first ride on a MyWhoosh was October 23rd right here. Just a quick description. There's a video of that in the channel as well. And then if you look across to the right-hand side, it'll give you weekly stats. So obviously I only did 1 week ride that week. Very, very short just to see what's going on. I went on vacation on the 27th, right through to the 3rd. Came back, did some riding, got back on MyWhoosh, did the Coffee Trail, just a free ride. Did the Tour of Hegra, another free ride. And so what I've done today here now, you can see it's booked into your calendar. You know now, hey, this is what I'm doing on that date. So what I'll do next is, that's your calendar. What else would you possibly do on here? Maybe you want to do some MyBunch rides. What's a MyBunch ride? 24/7. These are rides set by like a pace bot. So a pace bot will be leading the ride the whole way. You can see here that we've got a bunch of different watt per kilo categories, calling that watts per kilo. You can see 1.5 here, 1.9, 2.3, all the way up to 4.5. Like this would be blistering fast right here. Just like Hammerfest. So these rides will just keep trucking around all day long. I haven't done one yet. I'm going to make a video of that probably in the next couple days. So let's say, I would think maybe I'd want to do a 2.6. Oh, it's already here. So let's just jump in. Let's see how it works. Didn't actually want to do that, but we're here now, folks. Gives me a good chance to have another drink. So here we are. It's thrown me into stage 1. It said it was stage 1, and there's going to be a pace bot. So look for the rider with the red chevrons above their heads. That's the pace bot. When you first get dropped in, you're going to have a certain amount of time to get settled in and figure out where you are. Ride assist ends in 5 seconds. So I'm hanging with him even though I'm doing nothing. Here's what I meant too. Look at this rider here, Fanny. Fanny, I'm going to assume is a bot. Ezekiel would be a bot. These are all bots. Michael or Michelle, bot. That one actually says it is here. Even though it's right here, they got blue chevrons on the side over here. I think Goost is a bot. You know what I thought was really cool about this too, though, is here, I do want to get back a bit. Here he is. With these bots pacing around like this on this Velodrome track, they line themselves out really long. You can probably set them up and use them as like a total draft train to start drafting your way up through them before you hit the segment on here to set your time on the Velodrome. I just thought that would be a kind of a cool way to do it. You can see Rosie, Ezekiel, Fanny. Use those bots to your advantage. So I'm just going to return out back to me. You can see I'm sitting, not doing anything. Menu, we're just going to jump out again. Hit discard again. That's all you need to do. So we've seen MyBunch. So, and those things there too, that was stage 1, UCI Esports World Championships, at that pace. Tomorrow, I believe, when we come back, I'm not really sure when the day reset is. It's probably based on a certain time in the world, and it'll reset according to your time zone from there. So that was a 2.6 watts per kilo ride. I'm assuming tomorrow, on the day's reset, when you come back, that it will be a different part of the world. It'll be a different route that's available to you in the MyWhoosh world. Okay, so you got that. You got free riding, free. You got the events, racing, group rides, free. They call them social rides here, free. You got MyBunch, free. Let's take a look at the workouts. Workouts seem pretty popular on here. There's 443 people in the workouts right now. You come to the workouts, and you can see here, for the beginner workouts alone, there's 47 of them. There's 50 of these fast fitness. 80 of them are under 35 minutes. There's just a ton of them here. Let me scroll across. 89 endurance workouts. Let's see what that looks like. There you go. So here's all the workouts. Base miles. It's gonna set up a workout based on what you're trying to do, based on your current FTP. So you got to make sure that your FTP is correct. Let's say we're doing sprints. These numbers here, where I warm up for 4 minutes at 138 watts, that looks like it's less than 50%. My FTP being 235. Yeah, so that's like, well, that's 50% of my FTP. That's all that is. Isn't that right? Yep, that's 50% of my FTP. So you're going to warm up at that. You're going to speed it up a little bit, more, ease off, and then smash 550 watts. You can see those big red spikes right in the middle of the screen. Take it easy. Smash again. A little bit of recovery time, and then you do the whole cycle again. Yeah, these workouts look really interesting. What you can do too, I'm going to do this right now, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to add this to my calendar. Look in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Let's add it. And I'm going to say, did it add here? I'm going to add it to the next day. How about if I do that? Yes, there we go. Learning this all on the fly, folks. If I can do this on the fly, it just tells you how intuitive it is. Let's jump back to home now. I want to go back to the workouts for a second here, because there's 27 workouts that have video on demand. So you will have a coach leading you through the workout, giving you all your motivational, let's go guys, come on. Like the Team Jumbo Visma coach that you always see in the car. Do you know who I'm talking about? His name's Grisha. Come on, Jonas. The dogs are going nuts upstairs. Just ignore them. So what you would do here is you would hit the load workout. It looks like a little film. Hey, look who it is. It's Coach Cy Bradley. Cy Bradley, host of the Inside the Ride podcast. I've listened to all of them, guys. Listen to all of them. Actually, I have number 11 right now. I think it just came out today or last night. Love listening to him. Great stuff. Or you could do it without video on demand. I guess you probably need decent enough internet to stream that video at the same time. So really cool that that's included. So that's your workouts. Tons of workouts to do. You got 27 workouts with video alone to start. You can create a custom workout. I've just came here. I've just looked at this, and I'm like, okay, so let's go. What do? You edit your workout name here, drag and drop these steps to create your workout. So how about if I put a 1 here? There, I did a zone 1 there. I'm going to ramp it up. Wow, check that out. Then, do I do this here? I think I just take this again and I drop it here. Nice. Then what I'm going to do, I got a little bit of rest time. Then we're going zone 6 here. There's probably ways that you edit the time. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ramp it right down. There you go. Inside, okay, we don't need to call it that. Collins workout. That's it. Then you would hit done and it would save it. That's simple, folks. That's how you create your own custom workouts here. Oh, it even has a time up top, your 35 minutes. Intervals. Oh, okay, so fascinating. We can even do more. So play with this to your heart's desire. We can drop stuff in here to delete, so I think you just go like that. Okay, so you can move out that middle part. So I don't want the intervals. Okay, the intervals are out at the end. I think we just drop them there. Yep, you just drop them in. That's simple. And you know what? I don't need any of this, so I'm just going to hit cancel. Discard this workout. Yes. You can create your own workouts. You can do video on demand workouts. You can do workouts that are designed for you. Here we go. Oh, check this out here. Just caught this at the corner. Why? UAE Team Emirates. Here's their workouts. George Bennett. I think you've heard of that name. Pascal Ackerman. Matteo Trentin. Mikhail Bjerg. Wow. Look at all their names here. So these must be their favorite workouts or workouts that they do. Train like Tatty. Wow, this is so cool. I saw another one as well here. Experience World Tour Training. Wow, yeah, World Tour riders here, folks. So these are workouts that they're doing. A lot of content. Hey, did I tell you this platform is absolutely free? No cost. You just install it on your device, phones, iPads, Mac OS, and PCs. Just start riding. No live coaching events today. It was either yesterday or the day before. There was live coaching events running. So there would have been a coach in there. And I believe it was Emma Martin on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember now. And doing a live workout session. So thought that was really cool. They got headsets on. They're talking to you. We've also got training plans. So you can target some FTP things. Let's do a beginner FTP build. And it's going to show you what kind of workout it's going to be, how much time you're going to have to put into it. Let's go back to beginner here, though. And introduction to training plan. Here's more. Basically all the details that you need to know. How much time you're going to have to put into it. Like it's saying right here, over this 6-week plan, you're going to have 19 workouts with 2.2 hours per week. Introduction, right? So a lot of cool stuff there to look at. Again, 100% free. So at this point here, I think we've pretty much seen everything. Oh, outside of the garage. So the garage is where you spend coins. These gold coins up here, I have 7,855. You'll be able to access new bikes. This one here, I need 44,000 coins. 43,000. Let's roll down a bit. The BMC, I need 27,000. You earn coins by just doing things. You earn coins just by going on rides. Go on free rides. You probably get them for everything you do. I'm just assuming. So if you do, obviously free rides, racing, you would get coins. Probably pay spot rides, you would get coins. I'll test that out in the next couple of days. Probably your workouts, you probably get coins too. So they're just going to add up. Bikes look really nice. A lot of selection. Lots of different bikes here. Liv Langma, Colnago Tour de France edition. Ooh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Wheel sets. Check that out. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That looks so good, doesn't it? Yes, I love it. So that's where you're going to spend your coins. One thing that's changed this week, I just noticed it, and I asked the question on the Facebook page, is that before, where it used to say home, there used to be a season's pass up here. What's a season's pass? Season's pass comes straight out of video games. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the Warzone, one of the biggest video games in the world, is free to play. They have something called a battle pass, aka season's pass. The game is free to play. MyWhoosh is free to play. The battle pass, there's a free battle pass. MyWhoosh, there's a free season's pass. You'll see like a track going across, starting at 1 and going up all the levels. And it'll show you the unlocks you're going to get. Like level 1, you get some free coins. Coins, remember? Buy things in the application. Level 3, you're going to get a pair of socks. Level 6, you're going to get a little cap. I'm making all these things up, obviously. Now, when you look at the bottom track of the Season's Pass, aka Battle Pass, you're going to see probably prizes for every level. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, Level 4, Level 5. Prizes might be better, too. When you get 200 gold, they might get 500. You level up by doing things inside the season. So what that does is it allows them to create a lot of seasonal content. Like they might focus a season on one world. They might focus it on certain things. It may be, let's ride all the long stuff. Let's do all the hardest climbs. And those will be built into the thing. So it might be like, you need 1,000 points to get to level 2. You look at the challenges in the season, ride, a certain amount of climbing, get 1,000 points. That's how you're going to level up to level 2. Free pass, you may not get anything. So then you're like, okay, what else do I do now? Oh, I can get to level 3, and then I'm going to unlock ABC. That's how it works. And so that's the only time you would ever pay, is you can pay for the premium track. When I really like a software, a game, Call of Duty, I buy the premium pass every time. Remember, this is absolutely free. And the way I would look at it is, okay, the other platforms, $15 to $20 per month, every month. You could, let's just say 15. So you're going to spend $180 a year for your cycling stuff. It's all here. It's already here. It's free. Seasonal passes probably come out once every 3 months. They just had one that ended in October. I'm really hoping there's another one in December so I can jump right into it and review it. You're probably going to have 4 seasonal passes per year. And I think I saw a number around like $9.99, $10, that kind of range. So all of a sudden, if you really want to fully support and get everything that's possible, it's $40 per year. So what is that? $3.50 a month? Like a fraction of the other platforms. So huge amounts of value here. You've got all the free riding. You've got all the worlds. You've got racing. You've got some extremely high-end racing with the Sunday Race Club. You've got tons of workouts. You've got the pace bots, training plans. You've got live coaching provided. This package has everything. So if you're just getting started, you're that dude, that dudette that says, hey man, I want to do this inside cycling. I want to do it right. I threw my Peloton in the garbage. I got myself a smart trainer. I got myself a real bike, or I got myself a smart bike. This software allows you to do everything. You don't need to spend anything more. So yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. It's growing. I think there'll be more and more people coming across once they give it a chance. People get established in their own platforms and ecosystems, and sometimes they're like a little bit hesitant to move out. The best way I can describe that is like maybe you're an Apple guy or a Samsung guy, right? Some Apple people, all they own is Apple. That's it. Apple everything. Or Samsung people, that's all they own. And then there's other people that have a bit of a mishmash like I do. Or it could be the same as you're a Ford guy or you're a Chevy guy. You just never want to try something different, even though they all do the same thing. I've had Samsung phones, I've had iPhones. They all do the same thing. They make phone calls, you can play games on them, you can chat with people, you can do business, you can even play Inside Cycling stuff on it. So anyway, riders, this is Inside Cycling World. I've got a ton of videos online. I think I'm well over 200 videos. I'm now covering all what I call the big 4 platforms. I love doing race commentary. Like, it's my favorite thing to do. I kind of feel like I'm just, it's my thing. I love it. You can check all those race videos there. So right now I have race videos for the Ruby platform and the MyWhoosh platform. I think there's 3 or 4 on there. There's probably like 100 over on Ruby. Gonna start doing more and more. It's kind of becoming my thing. There's also going to be a podcast coming very, very soon. I've got it all tested out. It's going to be different from your normal podcast. That's all I'm going to say. It's actually a big twist on what everyone else is doing. So lots coming down the pipe. If you like the channel, make sure you hit the like button. And also hit the bell too. Because people always say to me, hey Colin, I didn't know when you went live. Well, that's what you hit the bell button for. They'll be like, I missed your live stream. Hit the bell button. You'll get an email saying, hey, Colin's going live. Subscribe's good. Numbers bring numbers. The more numbers I get, the more people keep coming. If you can support the channel further from that, that's great too. But everything's here for you to check out. Again, my name's Colin, Inside Cycling World. We will see you again very, very soon. See you, folks.